when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's go, dude. Gun. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mark 56.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 40. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, exit. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, leave it, ring up 48. Let's go, defense.
Here's Cousins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23. Cousins now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10.
Boys, 56, check 56. I'm coming up to you.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Tighten up. Bingo.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Hey, no, easy. 56. Mike. What's that?
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Looked to me like they were trying to go off tackle there, but he thought he could bounce that out a little bit further, didn't he?
He did, but didn't work out. Good pursuit defensively and able to force him out behind the line of scrimmage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Right there, 54, right there.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. nice with the carry on second down. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Let's go now. 54. 54 miles. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 54 miles.
They go play action now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Double dog. That's the way.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Pick it up. Switch. Hey, alert 3.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, third and long. Here's Haskins to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second and 2, Cousins. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike 4. Hey, here we go.
Listen to me.
Mike 4.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. From just shy of midfield, Haskins flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On third down, Haskins. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Good routes here.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go one more.
Gun.
Mike 55.
They start the drive with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Gun.
Mike 4. Here we go.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Mike 4.
Gun.
Mike 4. You're trapped.
On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Go. Motion. Check. Shift.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Good. Watch the twist. Mike 54.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, Geis. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Check. Watch 54. Get ready. Short. Mike 5-4. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go. Check. Check 3. Shit.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I got you.
Here we go, the first carry for the former Viking Peterson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the pass. 56 to Mike.
Cousins ducks him with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
56.
Gun.
This thing is a loss. We taking wins home.
Bravo.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Single, slot.
Go.
Mike 4. All day, every day, any day. Mike 4.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right there, 56.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
2nd down and goal. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A toss right to Geis. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Geis. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 4th-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Mike 4, Mike 4. So don't say nothing.
Gun.
Go now.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
Mike 4.
Move.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, they got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
17. Vikings 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll be complete to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Switch.
First.
SOS.
Check. Gun.
Hot. Check. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Bandit.
Hot.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11.
Let's get it.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Gun.
56, Mike, 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Exit.
Clark.
56. Mike.
Hey, Sue.
56. I got him. Mike, 56.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Gun.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Right there.
4th down, here's Haskins. Open man is Miller, he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Back to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Get ready. Get ready.
That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work.
Going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You got nothing. You got nothing. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
He's back to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point good by Hopkins. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of play.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game.